So I wanna close this part about sharing about the laws with an interesting story from Dr. John C. Maxwell when he talks about learning all the 21 laws of leadership. Today I have shared with you like about 6 laws of leadership. I've shared with you 6 laws of teamwork. And just for your information, there are altogether 17 laws of teamwork, 17 irrefutable laws of teamwork. And there are 21 laws of leadership. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I have shared with you some of the very, very important ones that are going to help you immediately and especially during tough times. So let's listen to Dr. John C. Maxwell before I carry on with the closing part.
To a leadership conference one day on the 21 laws, and this kid came up to me. He was just finishing up his MBA, and I'm sitting on a chair like this, and I'm signing books. And so he has this book, and I'm getting ready to sign it, and he looked at me. He said, "John," he said, I'm just finishing up my MBA, and I love this next phrase. He said, "I don't have a lot of time." Now, I'm 59.
Why not?
I want to stop the kid and say, you don't need a leadership conference, you need a perspective conference.
Why not?
And he said, and he got a little bit passionate with me, and he said, "I don't have a lot of time." And he said, "I know you're doing 21 laws, 21 laws. I got that 21 law stuff." He said, and he leaned right into me, and he said, what is the one thing I need to do to be a great leader? And I'm just sitting here signing books, and so I realized he's passionate. I've got to answer him on the same level, so I sucked all the air I could. Stood up as straight as I could, got as passionate as I could, and I looked in his face. I said, "The one thing you need to know to be a great leader is that there is more than one thing you need to know to be a great leader."
Yes, so that was Dr. John C. Maxwell. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've really enjoyed the session for today. We still have about 10 minutes to go, and I'm going to be opening up for you to share what you have learned today. And I'm just going to do a very, very quick recap so that you'll be able to look at, once again, what we have covered today, especially the key laws of leadership and the laws of teamwork. And then after that, I'm going to open up for sharing. The critical thing is that what are you going to do after this? So I want you to share about what you have learned and how you're going to apply what you learn. And then again, there will be 3 winners at the end of today. But for all of you who are in this session today, all of you will also be winners because you will have some bonus deals, and you will also get bonus materials, reading materials on the laws of leadership and teamwork that are going to be very, very useful for your future. So here it is. I started talking about the law of significance, which is the importance of how important teamwork is. And then after that, we talk about the law of the edge, which is the difference between 2 equally talented teams is leadership, and emphasize how important leadership is to the team. And then we talk about the law of price tag, in which we mention that the team does not reach its potential when it is not willing to pay the price. So commitment and going out of our way and walking an extra mile to achieve is really important for the team. And then we talk about the law of the niche, where all players have a place where they add value the most. So this is where putting people in their strength zone is really critical. And then we talk about the law of the chain, where the strength of your team is impacted by your weakest link. So if there's a weak link, we should be looking at improving and overcoming the challenges. Or we should be looking at having different composition of team members. And then we talk about the law of the scoreboard, which talks about the team can make adjustment when it knows where it stands. So we need to know about how we're doing, our strengths, our weaknesses, what are we doing about it, and where are we right now, how far are we from the goal, and we can see very clearly the goal right ahead of us, and that's really critical. And that covers the 6 important laws of teamwork. Follow them, and you have teamwork that makes the dream work. And ladies and gentlemen, with the laws of leadership, I talked about the law of connection, where leaders touch your heart before they ask for a hand. And that's very important, and everyone recognizes that. I also gave you 6 key ways how you can actually connect and win with people. And those were the 6 key ways: caring, listening, appreciating, trusting, encouraging, and nurturing them. And then we talk about the law of big more. Sounds really great, because this is where big more is a leader's best friend. Momentum is a leader's best friend. How to get the whole environment and get the whole climate of people who are in momentum to move fast, and everything starts to happen. Creating the momentum, that's really critical. And then the law of sacrifice, where leaders during the most difficult times are put to the greatest test, and leaders got to be willing to put in more, got to be willing to sacrifice, got to be willing to do what it takes. And the law of the picture, people do what they see. Leaders got to show good examples. Leaders got to show good examples, because remember what I say? Leaders never teach until they practice what they preach. So that's absolutely critical. So look at yourself, not just look to your leaders, look at yourself. Are you practicing what you preach? Are you showing a good example? Ask for feedback, ask people, and see how you're doing. And then we talk about the law of explosive growth. Law of explosive growth, absolutely critical. We talk about developing ourselves, we talk about developing the team, we talk about investing in developing leaders. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about the law of process, where leadership develops daily, not in a day. So we have to continue this journey, continue learning, continue developing ourselves. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, I want to open up to question and answers, and I want, of course, for you to share what you learned, and that's where you will stand a chance to win prizes at the end. Now I will open the line.
If anyone does wish to ask a question or wishes to make a sharing comment, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad and wait for your name to be announced. And your first question or sharer comes from the line of Steve Yaganathan from NetApp. Please go ahead.
Hi, Peter. How are you?
Hello. Very well. Yaganathan?
Hello. I'm based in Singapore. I manage a team here. I work for a technology company called NetApp.
Okay.
The law that really appeals to me was the law of connection, where you're talking about touching your heart, and we are trying to do it in different ways with all the one-on-one in terms of working with people, understanding their motivations and things like that. But I also recently started something called NetApp ASEAN Inspirational Learning Series, where we are bringing materials like from John Marshall Goldsmith, and showing different things on different perspectives, so that people feel that they are actually getting better working here. We are also going to do something like getting things done, which is more about how to keep the life and the life work balance, all in perspectives, and things like that. So this is going to be a series where we are going to invite different leaders to come in here and share. We will also play videos and things like that, and we have gotten a survey, and the results look pretty encouraging, I would say. But the law that really kind of made me think was the law of price tag, where you're talking about, are the people really willing to pay the price? But going on with it is, do I really know what the price tag is of all the members? So I don't know what it is. So that made me think, and I'll probably go back to kind of assess that, think about it a little bit, and see maybe, we have not thought about things that way at all. We just said this is what needs to be done, and these are the people, and let's work at it. But maybe this is where we have to really understand what people's motivations are, and I will do some work on that.
That's very good, Yoganathan. Thank you so much for sharing. Stay connected. Thank you.
Once again, if anyone does wish to ask a question or share, please press star, then 1 on your telephone keypad now. And we do have another question or share from the line of Murray Miller of World Vision. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Peter, again, thanks for your inspiring way of sharing with us today.
Wonderful.
I guess some of the contrasts that have come out in the laws, and I'm thinking of weakness versus strength, because as you first spoke, you were talking about niches and identifying people's strengths, and then also the weakest links in the chain.
Yes.
But I guess the thing that hit me between the eyes was John's example with the leader sharing his own weaknesses, and I guess that's going to be something I'm going to take away with me. Sometimes I thought, well, yeah, we should share weaknesses, but just the way that he brought it out, that the fact that everybody knows it already, and it's a means of, I guess, being honest, being authentic.
Definitely. Yes.
And I guess that's one area as I'm attempting to model and to lead a team to be willing to accept those weaknesses.
So, Murray Miller, that really hit you on the head, right? Like a nail on your head, right? It really
that was a good one.
So what you're going to do is that you're gonna be open and you're going to declare your weaknesses to your people?
Yeah, I want to be more open and I want to gain more feedback. I guess it's being more intentional in seeking that feedback and letting people express themselves, and so that I can encourage honesty, transparency, and so on.
Wonderful. And do two more things, Marimila. Declare to them or be very open to them to share with them about your weaknesses. Ask them how is it that they could help you, how they could complement you, and then 3, share with them what is it that you have been doing or you commit to do to continue to improve yourself. And that will be absolutely fabulous for you, Marimila.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Peter, for that.
You're most welcome. Next next person to share.
Your next share or question comes from the line of Manu Verma from Pantera.
Hi, Peter. This is Manu from Pantera, India.
Oh, welcome. Far away from India. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, just a brief introduction for everybody there. I work for Pantera. We have a R&D center here, close to around 150 engineers working here.
Okay.
And my responsibility here is to produce innovation and kind of build up innovative capacity out of this center, and take care of all the new product development activities that we are having out of this center.
Good. Very good.
Just a thought that I wanted to share.
Yes.
While going through all these laws, I was just thinking that probably we are missing something which is passion. If we just had a law of passion for leaders, maybe because it's too complex and too bigger word, it kind of threads through all the laws that we were discussing. I mean, connection, objective oriented, very objective with your approach. I think one of the things that defines leadership is and teamwork is how passionate how passionate the leader is, and how passionate your whole team is towards meeting the objectives.
Yes. So, Manu, could you share with us what did you pick up today, and is there anything that you would like to apply?
Definitely, I was very much. I felt really connected to the law of connection. I think that is something which to a large extent defines whether the team is going to be successful, whether the leadership is going to be able to produce what he's supposed to produce. It's all about finding synergies, being able to communicate to people what is the end objective is, what the goal is, where the whole team is moving, providing direction, providing mentorship. I think that's the beginning point.
Thank you very much, Manu, and we appreciate your sharing today. And I also just wanted to tell you that there are 21 laws of leadership. Today we just have time to cover 6 laws. And there is also the law of magnetism. There's also the law of buy-in, and a lot of these laws that talks about passion and vision and things like that. So they're all part of the laws. There are 21 laws altogether. So I would encourage you actually come over and have a chance to actually read the summary that I'm going to send you at the end of today, and you'll see all the 21 laws, and it's going to help you a lot. Thank you very much, Manu.